Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of the Arm Chain Series Premium Bandai 01 Bujin Gaim. So this is the version of Kamen Rider Gaim. Well, it's a different character, but a sort of version of him from the Kamen Rider Wizard and Gaim crossover movie, and this was the first premium Bandai web exclusive arm change figure, and it is pretty much just a repaint of Gaim. Based on that of a blood orange rather than an orange. But let's go ahead and jump right in. The premium Bandai packaging is a bit different from the regular one, the fact that it's completely enclosed, which is actually pretty neat. You got a cool shot of premium Gaim, Bujin Gaim here on the front, and it says PB Arm Chain Series Peanut Butter. I already said the premium Bandai thing though, but still, peanut butter's funny. And on the top it just shows how it works. You get a really cool shot of him on the side. Just shows some changes you can do. Look, ones I don't even have to show you. Zangetsu, Ryugen, Baron. And on the back here's him fighting Gaim. So yeah, pretty cool. I actually really dig that the packaging is different. As for what he comes with, pretty much what Gaim came with, but red. You get the Muso Saber, which actually is just the same. Like before, I think it's actually pretty solidly painted for figures like this. And then you get his sword, except his is actually red, because it's a blood orange, get it? And also, it's pretty decently painted. It's actually got a nice shine to it. Looks good. And then here we have the blood orange arms themselves. You can pretty much tell it's the exact same one as orange arms, except with a different design. But yeah. And then you have the figure here, the core figure, which is essentially, yet again, yep, the same thing as Gaim, except for the little, blade horn here thing is, wow, great talk, Dawson, is red instead of gold. But other than that, it's pretty much the same figure. This actually look really good with Ichigo on it, I feel, because of the red. But yeah, same base mold, same articulation. You got the hinge joint here, great solid range of motion here, swiveling, single elbow joint. You have the two different finger joints here. Waist articulation. His head's on a little bit of a ball joint, so you can go creepy 360, up and down. Hinge joint on his leg, swivels, single joint, and a little ball joint here. So pretty much exactly what you've come to expect. Now let's go ahead and put the armor on him. He obviously also comes with a little headpiece, which I've already snapped in there. So just slide this over top of him and connect the 4 ports, and let's slide it down. That's not his transformation music, And there you have Bujin Gaim. Yeah, as you can see, pretty much the same thing as regular Gaim, except he's red. But he's pretty cool looking. Gaim, I really love this line in general, and I think it's a lot of fun. I thought that Gaim was maybe one of the weaker ones. Just because it just didn't look quite as cool compared to the other ones in terms of, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but so that's kind of unfortunate in that sense, but I still think this guy looks pretty cool. Let's go ahead and let's get a spin going, and he's already turning away from us. But yeah, he's still pretty cool. That's my verdict. I'll just say he's still pretty cool. Most of the fun of this line does come from the arms change. So that's pretty much what you're getting here. But I still think if you don't want to get the figure arts, which are actually pretty good, although his isn't out yet, this is still a solid substitution. I think the main thing is that the color in his eyes seems kind of far back, so it's harder to see. But otherwise, I think it's still a pretty solid looking figure. And it does give you some more options for, you know, arms changing, obviously. But the only thing is that because it's a repaint, I just don't find it quite as exciting. I mean, granted, you get colors. Yes, color, a different color. But the thing is that here he is next to Gaim Original Recipe. There he is. For whatever reason, now I'm thinking of him as Colonel Sanders. But yeah, there's the two together. You can see pretty much identical except for the color. But anyway, as I was saying before I got really interrupted by myself, it's definitely neat to have more combinations, and I'm glad I have it for that and just for having the figure. But it's not a completely different armor, which I think is more fun because it gives you more different looks. This one's essentially, you know, you're getting the same looks on all the Rider figures, except this one happens to be red. So you could essentially just picture that in your mind. But it's still neat to have. It's still the same quality, still a solid figure. I still do enjoy having it. And you can obviously do all the switches you want with these. You can switch any of the armors. I'm mentioned this in several videos. Oops. But Gaim is a drunk and falls over. No, but I mentioned this in a couple videos, but instead of showing a bunch of random combinations in each video, I'm just going to do one long sort of photo montage when all these figures are released that's going to have all the forms, and I will try to remember to link it back to all these videos, but so that's why I am not doing that right now. But yeah, overall, if you're a huge fan of Bujin Gaim and his design, and you want to track him down for a decent price, I don't think you'll be that disappointed. I still think he's a pretty cool looking figure, and like I said, you do get more arm change combinations, but honestly, given sort of his premium price, I haven't paid a whole lot of attention, but he doesn't go for that cheap from what I've seen. I would say he's a fairly easy pass in the sense that while he's still a solid figure, just for the premium price, it's just a repaint. I mean, not to knock it, I feel like I'm arguing with myself. The point is that it's still a good figure, and if you get it and you really want it, I don't think you'll be disappointed. But if you're just trying to like sort of casually decide about this, I can definitely recommend passing, just because it doesn't give you quite as much of a variety of different arms than normal, because you already have it with Gaim. But if you don't already have Gaim, then, well, you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, that's about it for my very confusing final verdict. Until next time, make sure to check out the Crazy Podcast at writersmanagersrambles.com, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, it's Dawson Ryder, signing out.